Hi you guys, it's Paige from Healthy Hits the Spot for Question and Answer Friday. Today's question is from Amy. Amy wants to know how to stay healthy when you're too upset to eat. So I think a lot of us have been through those situations before where we're going through something really hard and food just doesn't really sound good. So let me read you Amy's exact comment. She said, I have a video post suggestion. It's eating well when life has you down. I know when I recently had a rough life event, I was soul crushed and hardly ate anything besides graham crackers for 2 weeks. I was listening to my body in the sense that I just didn't eat when I wasn't hungry, but I wasn't hungry at all for a few weeks. I think it would be fun to talk about how to stay healthy when your body is too upset to eat. So I'm going to answer Amy's question in a little bit of a different way. The way I'm going to answer this is talk about secondary foods and primary foods. So if you've worked with me before in health coaching, you're already totally familiar with this. If you haven't, let me just quickly introduce you to it. So secondary food is the food that we eat. Primary food are non-food sources of nourishment. So things that are really fulfilling or not fulfilling. Job, life, career, spirituality, finances, relationships, and things like that. So to put this into perspective for you, I'm going to give you like an example. A lot of the times I use examples like how you want to talk to your body to think about how you would talk to a friend. So even in this situation, I'm going to use that kind of example. So when you're super sad and you've just like gotten out of a hard relationship or really whatever it is, something that like Amy said feels really soul crushing and you're just not in the mood to eat, I think that it's okay, and this is just my own personal opinion, but to not eat a ton. You might not want to just eat graham crackers for 2 weeks, but I don't think that you should feel like, oh, I need to like get up and I need to make a meal and I need to make a meal. And I need to focus so much on eating healthy food. Imagine if a friend came to you and you poured your heart out to her, you told her that your soul was crushed, you were so sad, you didn't have an appetite, and she said, here's some healthy food, here's a salad, this will make you feel better. You would want to like slap her in the face. That wouldn't help you, right? So it's the same thing during this time. You want to focus less on the secondary food and more on the primary food. So you want to do things like call your friends, journal, get outside in the fresh air, walk around, get yourself out of the house. You want to do things that are going to start making your body feel better, not so that you can ignore your bad feelings. You can definitely acknowledge those. You can cry, you can put a pillow over your head and just like let it all out for 15 minutes. You can do whatever you need to do, and it's good to acknowledge those soul crush feelings too. But you can also do things to make your body feel better, so that you're not just stuck in feeling really soul crushed for 2 weeks and that's the only feeling you have, right? So call your friends, get outside, walk around, move your body, do things that make you feel happy, at least just slightly happier, and really focus on the primary food, right? So again, an example, if your friend came over, same situation, you were soul crushed, you were talking to her, and she offered you a hug, or she just sat and listened and you really appreciated that, or she said, get up, get dressed, let's go do something, let's go get a meal together. In those cases, you would feel so loved and appreciated. So that's the same way that you want to treat yourself. So regarding food, the question was specifically, how do I stay healthy when I'm too upset to eat? So you want to focus more on primary food, the non-food sources of nourishment, and then with secondary food, it's not like you're just not going to be hungry for 2 weeks and it's just going to continue and you're never going to get hungry. 2 weeks after those 2 weeks, you're probably going to be way more hungry than normal. So even like sometimes people get these self-sabotaging feelings where if they're going through something super hard, it's almost like a form of punishment to not eat. Not like you're really trying not to eat, but you're not hungry and then it feels kind of good not to eat because you think like, oh, okay, I'm just going to take advantage of this. I don't have an appetite. That's more of a disordered thought, but trust me, that comes up for people. And in those cases, you want to calm your mind down and remember, like, if you don't eat for 2 weeks, you're going to be really hungry the next 2 weeks. So it's good to eat a little bit more than just one thing that doesn't really have any nutritional value. So you can do things that are easier, like smoothies that are sweet. You can do more snacky foods in that time if you want, if you don't feel like sitting down for a meal, or just call a friend and go get a meal. I mean, you would feel like eating at that time. And if you're super sad, your body's already going through a ton of stress. So there's probably a reason that you're not very hungry, right? It's going to be pretty hard for your body to just like concentrate on digesting food when you've got so much energy going on up here. So I hope that helps you. Go ahead and send your questions in again for next week, and I'll see you Monday on the blog. All right, enjoy your weekend. Bye.